Won't you wake up from your bad dreams? When's the last time you took a little time for yourself? There's no reason to be so down. Rather fly around like there's no ground. And I bet you
Hey,
wish you had
Lamau.
Cause carrying this weight will break your glass knees. Yeah, don't need no chauffeur, fuck the backseat. No, I stay behind the wheel and never have speed. Get the fuck out of my car, this ain't a taxi. They love to see me lonely, hate to see me happy. Call me what you want, she call me daddy. Got a knack for getting nasty, every day we keep a tally, yeah. Oh, it's true, I want it badly. Hit the zone, I be moving like an athlete. No reason to be that upset. I'm busy tripping about some shit that still ain't even happened yet. I keep it
Hi folks, it's me, your boy, Matang, back with another stream. And I say back with, you know what, I should say back with a stream, because another stream is not exactly accurate. I have been away for quite a while. Generally live stuff, life kind of caught up with me, university stuff, but I've been getting a little more active in the community, which is a great thing. I'm just happy to be back. Today is kind of my free day in terms of university schedules. I enter at 7 a.m. and I leave at 8 a.m. So that's great. So I have a lot of time to work, do homework if I need to, and do everything that needs to be done. Sorry, I got a text. Let's do this, bitch. Alright. Let's get straight to it. I would talk a little bit about Next and what Next entails for Makerlog, and kind of a bit of the roadmap, but I'm still working on that yet. I'm working on that still, it's not done yet, but Next is a big step in terms of Makerlog. Next meaning Makerlog 3.0. Oh man, I'm not feeling particularly chatty today, but I will take questions or anything that happens in the chat. But mostly this will just be a work session. I want to stream so I get my attention cells going and I pay a lot of attention and I get into a bit of a focus mode. Let's check Makerlog. Let's see what's up. Eee, I'm shipping. Oh wow, that button's broken. Should I add it to the tracker here? By the way, I have the chat like right at the corner of the screen. This is a really clever stream setup. I have the chat literally right to the corner of the stream. So it's covered by my... I don't know if you can actually faintly see the window right there. Look, you see that kind of transparent thing there? You can faintly see a little window outline. That's the chat, and this is actually really cool. It's a really tiny setup. Hi Kerr, what's up? I really like my stream setup. By the way, this is never gonna lag because I am on my Hackintosh. Quad-core Intel i3 and a Radeon RX 570. This was a build I made like a month or two ago. I think it was, yeah, a month ago, and it is fire. I do City Skylines gaming on it because that's pretty much the only gaming I do. And Battlefield 4 when I feel like being Battlefield E. I don't know. Let's see what's up. Oh yeah. Recommendation gang. By the way, go write a recommendation for Jarcidic on LinkedIn. That helps him get clients, and it's awesome. Fajar is awesome, so it's easy to write a recommendation. Fajar is like a maker fucking icon. He's an icon, so it's not that hard to write a recommendation. It should be relatively easy. I can never remember my password for this. I have it on my phone. I don't know, I don't care. Oh, a list. Okay, that looks like it. That's pretty much it. Perfect. Now, what do we do today? Oh, I did add this, which is really cool. Okay, what do we do today? This is delayed. This is delayed, sadly, because I need to get the redesign out the window first. Dark mode. Damn, that's tough. So I'm gonna move it down to the bottom of the list. Profiles. That should be relatively easy. Actually, no, it's not gonna be easy. That's a very complicated design. So, yeah. Nice. No, also, to the GIF picker, I added a few suggestions, and yes, it's GIF, not GIF. Anybody in the stream that disagrees, I disagree with you. Strongly. Watch through your stream. Ship. Yeah, there we go. Alright. It is GIF, not GIF. Whoever says the opposite, I strongly disagree with you. Like, really strongly. You're wrong. You're just straight up wrong. Oh my god, Kerr, not you. No. You suck, man. Why would you disagree with me on something so fundamental? Just kidding, you're awesome. Ooh, which was the final one? I think this was the final. How would you disagree with me on something so fundamental? So instrumental to Makerlog. Alright. First of all, I want to hide these arrows because that is not implemented yet. Discussion. I think it's thread. No, it's stream thread stream item. Yeah, it's right here. Remove upload arrows. I'm gonna comment it out because it's not implemented yet. It's gonna be implemented sometime soon. As I said, it was delayed. This should collapse automatically when the size of the window is really small. It's kind of odd. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so that's a little fix to get started. Join dev. By the way, guys, I changed my coding font from Fira code with the ligatures to the new JetBrains one, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I do like it. Like, I like it a lot, but it's hard to notice a difference. Well, actually, I think the difference between the JetBrains one and the Fira code one is that this JetBrains one looks way taller. Like, really, really tall. Compared to Fira code, this is really tall. But overall, I do like it a lot. I think what I feel is that I like it, but it's different. Like, it's radically different. It feels different. Pretty interesting. It's a good font, though. I really do enjoy coding with it. I think maybe, hold on. Maybe if it's a bigger font size, it could look even better. I actually generally, you know what's funny? I actually generally like really big font sizes. If you saw the IDE in my laptop, you'd be like, that's an obscenely large font. But, you know, we have high definition displays nowadays. Why would you torture your eyes like that? generally, I usually really like very crisp and large fonts. I don't do it often in this desktop specifically because I have a really high resolution screen because I can get really close to it and it's fine. I don't mind the small fonts. But on my laptop, I'm always usually at a distance. I'm not usually in its face. So I just like setting really big font sizes. But since I'm usually really close to the screen when it comes to coding here, it doesn't really matter that much. I did increase the font size for this though because I do get some complaints on Telegram that people feel that I have a really small font size or they can't see. Now you should be able to see better since I increased the resolution of the whole thing, of the whole stream feed. Since I have a RTX my ass, RX 570 card, so it should be a lot crisper and faster too. So now you are enjoying my face in crisp 1080p, I think. You should be able to see the text much clearer now. It used to be like something like 480p or 720p. It was some crazy shit you could barely see. And it was very low definition, mostly because I was streaming on my laptop. Now I have an actual dedicated GPU, so it's much easier to stream. Exciting. Anyways, profiles. Profile. Good pages. Profile. And yes, I also changed to VS Code because I find it much more aesthetically appealing. And I open WebStorm whenever I need some of this more specialized features, like, say, the automatic importing and optimizing imports, which is really annoying. Not the feature, but not having optimized imports. Alright. This user has no profile picture. I do though. Alright, so there's a few big changes here that might not be easy to notice. Number one, you might not notice at first sight. So number one, you may notice that on most profiles you have header pictures, right? And they are usually surrounded by a blurred version of the profile picture. Why? Because now Makerlog has a set aspect ratio for the profile pictures. So on all screen sizes, they will look consistent. Mobile is not done yet, but I will fix it. But generally, you have a set aspect ratio you have to optimize for, even though it does kind of zoom out sometimes. But generally, it should look like this pretty much in all screens. Just freaking fantastic. A lot of people did complain about that. I'll put this on a separate screen so I can use it as reference. Editing is a feature I need to implement too. Alright, I'm gonna add the button there, or just having it there. What were the props for this? End. This should be not a function, but just some components. What was the class for buttons on the side or the sidebar navbar? If I go to navbar layouts, then why are there two CSS files? This makes no fucking sense. Only one is included. Jesus. Alright. button. That's the burger button. Lockdown button. Down button. Okay, so navbar item and then a button. Perfect. Navbar item. By the way, I relocated my mic. Maybe you will hear less clicking and clacking. I don't know. Let me know if it works. Alright, this is not localhost at all. Well, I didn't really add any gating to it, so it should just literally show up on any profile page. I can just use that to debug. What is with that? I need to change that. There we go. That actually looks better than I expected. Perfect. Now. Okay, so we have a layout here that is very specific that we use throughout Makerlog. How can I order? Can I open another Notion window? Here to the side. I'm gonna put all those things on the side and open a new Notion window to take a look at a few things. There we go. Grid SC. That's the standard grid. You may be wondering why why the sidebar is on the right on the profiles when usually it should be on the left. Well, consistency's sake, I do prefer it in the left, but and people do read left to right, but then it would be inconsistent with the rest of the site. Usually most of the content, most of the secondary content is to the right. Potato Lab is not working, I think, because I don't really plan on keeping that domain. It's too expensive. It's like $15 a year. So I'm using matei.link /live. God, I just did a fucking spit take. Sorry. Go to 16 personalities and do the test later. Thanks for sending it, though, if you're watching. Hey, Fajar. Right. It's a fucking fantastic mouse. I see no reason to upgrade to the 3. I was originally gonna buy the 3 since I bought this pretty much exactly the day that the third one dropped. Bad luck. But honestly, I tried the 3 in stores and there's pretty much no difference. I would never upgrade. This is a great mouse. I love this thing. It was totally worth the money, honestly. Enter key pass. Ooh, and I set up something really cool. I set up my YubiKey to, I would show you, but I'm not sure if I should even show that. It kind of helps me open my password lock. All right, one moment. No, I used the YubiKey. I don't remember which model it was, but it's just the standard YubiKey. The only I actually have had it for so long. I never really used it until recently, when I found out that you can store. It's actually programmable, and for example, you can like click on this. Well, not click. Touch this for a long press, and it can store any text of your choosing securely. That's the best part. So my setup is really cool. So what I do is I have like a massive password for my KeePass database, right? It is, so I think it's 30 characters long or something. And I stored, okay, I memorized the first 8 characters of the whole password. I know the whole password, but I specifically chose the first 8 to memorize really hard. And stored the rest in this YubiKey. So technically, if you gain access to the YubiKey, you'll actually just be getting like 3/4 of the password, and the rest is in my brain. So it's worthless to you because you would spend a lot of years trying to decrypt that, and you wouldn't be able to do it. But it's useless to it's useful to me because when I need to put my password in, I only enter the first 8 digits and press on this, and it enters the rest automatically and hits enter, which is really, really cool. It's a really cool setup, so I don't have to type so much. And really bad for any bad actors, because if they gain access to this, you still would need the rest of the password from me. So, your evil plans are foiled, whoever villain is watching this. The only way you can hack me is if I engage in any stupidity. And accidentally type it in plain text in stream or something. Then you'd probably be able to hack me and I would be fucked, but yeah, sure. I need to hide this. I need to show it only if the user is logged in. Let's see. So now it will only show if I am viewing it. Perfect. That was easy. Now, what's next? Right, the sidebar. So this is all done by with CSS Grid. Alina did this, so she's super smart and she can do a lot of things really well. And she did this grid system, and it's pretty cool. I admit it's absolutely fantastic. Aside from that, yeah, pretty happy with it. I also standardized sidebars, which is really cool. I componentized them and standardized them, so pretty much it's pretty consistent throughout the site, except when you need to display special content or something. Profiles specifically, we will have a separate sidebar, so sidebar user equals user. Let's make a new sidebar. Sidebar. God, I really can't wait to launch this shit. I swear, this is a big blocker. The thing is, there was a lot of bad decision making when it comes to this, and I admit fully that I was being really stupid when I decided to refactor a lot of the code, and I was also being really, really stupid when it came to authorizing an entire refactor of the CSS. Probably one of the stupidest mistakes of my life. But if you're striding to, if you want to lead, I'm not saying I'm the best leader, but there's one basic thing when it comes to leading people, is that the employees, they can make mistakes, but ultimately you are responsible for the decision making. Employees, team members, whoever. They're just, if they take bad decisions, ultimately you are responsible, and you should be responsible because you authorized that. I'm learning as I go, really, but it was just a bad decision. It took too long. It blocked the development progress of Makerlog. I'm here because of sunk cost fallacy. I'm doing it because of sunk cost fallacy. The redesign was still going, but we are pretty much. It's 90% done, really. So I don't really care. I just want to finish the redesign, push it out, and you know. I really like admitting my mistakes publicly because it makes me a better person, a better leader, a better creator. I try to admit when I'm wrong because it takes a lot more courage to do that than to talk along about your successes. But yeah, I made a mistake and I'm here telling you guys about it so you don't make the mistake. Don't authorize refactors or total rewrites or anything like that. It's a terrible idea unless it's absolutely necessary. No, I am wrong. I can be wrong, Fajar. I'm admitting a mistake, and it's a very productive thing to do. It's how you grow. Alright, profile sidebar. I'm gonna copy this one because they're pretty much all the same. They have pretty much the same thing. This prefetch data here is for SSR. I added a whole system for fetching sidebars on the server, and it's really cool. Most of the things in Makerlog are now rendered on server, so you don't have to do AJAX calls, and it's much faster to load. Really happy about it. Add a card. Small footer. This should only display if the user has gold. This should not display if the user has gold. Yeah, mistakes are cool. I actually like making mistakes. Everybody should like making mistakes. It's a good thing. This all renders on server, so I don't need to do any specific prefetching for that, I think. Do I? Well, data is pretty much what's being passed on. Actually... Yep, that's true. Man, Fajar, I really liked your motivational speaking skills. Pretty fire. If I were to listen to motivational talk, I'd listen to you. Low-key. Okay. So... just... user.username. To see if SSR is working. Import index size. Yeah, perfect. Yes. That shouldn't be happening. Grid SC. Grid SC is... Yeah. Oh! It's CS. Content, then... Yeah, there we go. Right, I forgot to add a container here. Bless Emmet. I almost forgot that I even used it. Because I forget about using Emmet, even though it's so fucking awesome. I love Emmet. Alright, still getting used to it, even though I fucking love it. Makerlog 3.0 has been so delayed. It's not even funny. Activity should show the user soon. I need the props here, which takes user ID. There. Loading the maker nest. All right. This should have a margin here, a gap. I think probably gap divided by 2. Margin bottom. There we go. The more you learn, the more you earn. That's true. Today you know what's really unusual? I am a major in computer science. I think maybe the gap should probably not be, wait. I was saying a story, hold on a moment, but please bear with me. Yeah, that's fine. You know what's really interesting? I'm a major in computer science, and I really like the social sciences. It's really weird. I enjoy my social sciences class, my humanities class. I fucking love them a lot. And this semester, I decided to opt for something very weird. I have a few electives, so I decided to just enroll in a concentration-specific sociology course. Today was my first class, and wow, I really fucking enjoyed it. It's a very discussion-filled class. You discuss really interesting ideas. If anybody out here is in university and likes social sciences and humanities, you should really enroll in a sociology class or something. You will really enjoy it. Depending on the professor, though. You'll really enjoy it. Thank you to my girlfriend for telling me that that class existed. I really like it. It's weird because I'm a computer science major, and you know. Not usual for computer science majors to take sociology. I just really enjoy it. I like reading, but I don't read often. You know, that's kind of funny. I like reading a lot, but I don't read often, or as often as I should. I should really get into the habit. You know what? Today I'm gonna finish a book. I'm gonna show you my book list. All right. Here's a few cool books you can read. I'm still in chapter 8 or 9 of The Lean Startup, and I fucking love that book so much. Fantastic book. Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. Holy shit, an amazing book. It's really fun. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting read. I'm halfway through. It's really fucking long. It's taken me ages to get to halfway. really, really long, but really, really interesting. It's almost like it's a really interesting story generally. It's really just, the story of Apple, awesome. The Personal MBA, fantastic book. Principles by Ray Dalio. I've heard a lot of it, right? And I have it saved for me to read eventually, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I've heard it's a really good read. A friend also recommended "Become What You Are" by Alan Watts. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah. The Intelligent Investor. I started reading it and I got bored as fuck. I didn't finish it, but I do read a lot of books on investing because retirement. The Republic by Plato. I really like this book. It's really fucking interesting. I'm halfway through though. I haven't finished it. "1984. I haven't really finished it. God. Hooked Hooked, the book about habit forming products. I haven't finished it. I really want to finish it. The Little Prince, my favorite book. I've read it like 5 times now. Really, really a good read. Lots of good books here. Zero to One. I read that in a day. It was a really fun book. A Pragmatic Programmer. I started reading like a few chapters and I got bored of it. Harry Potter. I liked it, but nah. That's my reading list. Why did I start going on a tangent to read you my reading list? I don't know. Maybe I just really like reading lists. How do you add subpages on Next.js? I think there was a feature for this. Oh wait, but I use Next Route, so it's different. Maybe I could just literally hold, nest them here. Probably can. I would have to make this a standard layout though, but that should be easy, really. Alright, so we have the stream and this page pretty much done. Now, the sidebar. What is this song? Oh, right. Alright. Sidebar. Let's work on this. I need the example sidebar CSS. Okay. Here's the code for cards. Alright, so now we added the user card. What the fuck? Oh, that was the wrong, Let's look at an example card here. Add card. This should be a very basic CSS. Yeah, HTML here. Ah, there we go. All I need to do is wait. makes no sense. So I did the whole HTML wrong. Damn. It should be an easy copy paste. Chip! Hey, what's up? I wanted to get the username Matang. If that was the problem, I wanted to get the username Matang, but somebody took it. Oh man, it's going good. I'm just working on this, working on profiles right now. Generally, moving slowly. Today was a university day for me. It's my kind of free day, but yeah. I was at the UPR Imase Center. I was doing homework, actually. My CS homework is one. It's data structures. It's pretty simple. It's just doing some algorithms. But boring as fuck. It'll get less boring probably, but you know how things are. Why is this centered? This makes no sense. It should be called the bio card. It's much more descriptive. Why is this centered? I just said that pretty much everything is fine. Nothing too particular. This should be just display block. This needs no special alignment or something. It's a very basic one. What the fuck, man? I'm gonna have a heart attack. Now this is weird. Does anybody have any idea why this is happening? Soon-ish. I really need to get my pants on and fucking do that shit. The new design, the good thing about the new design is that it shouldn't be too hard to make it responsive. I strived to not be too ecstatic, not do very impressive things. It's a very simple design, simply for the fact that it's less hard to move to a mobile-friendly design if you're not doing something very fancy. It's much easier to move to a responsive design. So. I'm gonna die in a fire. Why is this not working? Oh, I see the problem here. God, see now. I'm doing it to the wrong class. Well, I hope you ditch it, because this is a fire update. This really does take Makerlog to the next level. I'm gonna die in a fire if this does not work. What the fuck? Oh! I see the problem. What the fuck? Maybe if I add important... Yeah, there we go. It works. Now I need to add a small short link here. By the way, those vibrations you hear are earthquake alerts. Earthquake activity here is going fucking wild, man. Apparently it's going to continue for a few years, so I don't know. That's true. Hey, Razvan, what's up? It's my free Tuesday from the university, so I'm here, streaming. Oh god, really? Really? There we go. Alright. I have a specific component for this. What was the name of that property again? You know what's funny? I'm user 1. I literally just had the discussion with a friend of mine. Actually, you know what's funny? I was with Hector. You guys know Hector. He's my partner for co-work. He is a partner, mentor, advisor, generally a fantastic person. We were having this conversation specifically today because we are. I hang out a lot in El Centro innovation center of the university, because it's a place very few people hang out in. It's from the business administration faculty, right? And I hang out there a lot, and we just spent the whole morning pretty much talking and drinking some coffee. We had this exact conversation that there's a lot of MBAs and people who study business specifically who never really, that don't have the required experience with this because they don't actually go and do it. You don't know, all the theory in the world is not going to help you. Experience is what you need when you're building a business. Trying and failing. The first step to the whole thing is starting. That's why it's called the start up. Because you start. This should probably be small. There we go. Do I not have that there? Is there something to do that? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. It's partitioned into regions. Who cares? I don't know if there's anything else here that I need to display. Makes sense. It's easier if I look to the current code. Somebody's making an iOS client, which is really cool. Let me see how the efforts are going. Let me check. What was their name again? This guy. Go follow him. not sure if I like the old Makerlog now that I have the new one. New one just looks so much better. Today is awesome. You know what? Today for Makerlog is pretty cool, so. Why do I always do this? God. It always breaks the same fucking icons. There we go. What the fuck? Let's see. Oh, no wonder. There we go. That works. Mug hot, really? And mug. I should just show the BMC handle. I think that's pretty much. Oh, Twitch, right. That's a lot of links. It's a little overwhelming too. For now I'm chilling, and I know it's a beautiful feeling. I don't know, something about it. It's a little overwhelming, right? I don't know how I feel about it. Ah, I know maybe what can happen. There we go. That looks much better, IMO. It still takes you to the right URL. Yeah. This needs to be redesigned. Oh god, this is ugly. This. Makerlog tagged? What's that? No, the links. The amount of links there. What happened to it? God, what's that? Why is that happening? It should look more like... Did I do something wrong? It should look more like this. What is wrong with those margins? It's just a catching issue once again. God, guys, I need to tell you about my fucking calculus class. Oh man, shit's crazy. One moment. Alright, so as I was gonna say, my calculus class. God damn. Alright, so I decided to take calculus this semester. And that was a grave mistake. There was only... Okay, so the thing about calculus is that all the calculus professors kind of suck. But not in the way that... Not because they're not bad professors. They're either A, assholes, or B, just... make... They don't teach right. Right? Sadly, my professor this year, he's not really a bad... He's not a bad person. He's actually... He can be funny sometimes, but he can be decent. He's just kind of a... I don't know. He draws a lot of stuff on the board, and I don't really understand it. For 2 hours long. 2 hours straight. He keeps drawing things on the board. And I don't get them. I understand nothing in that class. Not because I couldn't. It's just because he doesn't explain things, and that's kind of annoying. Sadly. He's not a bad person. He's not an asshole. He looks like a decent guy. It's just that he's not particularly great at teaching. He's a very smart dude, though. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Very smart. He just needs to explain his stuff better. I feel like I'm super lost in that class, and kind of sucks. Okay, so this goes to a new folder here. Sure, please. Trophies. Strict trophy. This shouldn't really be a class-based component. This is pretty straightforward. It's sport default user. Yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. User streak. What's the display if it's 0? And we should show there was a tweet there was a tweet on Twitter about this dude who said that using emojis for UI design is a fucking terrible idea. I agree. Still use them. Fuck. I probably just made that guy very sad. I just used them. God. This one should be strong. Why? Because it's a very important one. This is kind of a big deal, so. Case 100. Using emojis for UI design. Dude probably hates me. God damn. I should, no. I should do a mango club. There we go. The Mango Club. Yeah, there should be a Mango Club. Actually, there's something wrong with this. Yeah, they're in ascending order, so that should probably work. The Mango Club! No, too many people to add. I'm just gonna add Fajar. I would have to add the entire fucking community. So fucking many people that deserve to be in the Mango Club. But Fajar is the founder of the Mango Club. So Fajar should get the Mango Club badge. Fajar is the founder of the Mango Club. He needs that badge. The Mango Club? Have you not heard of the Mango Club? How dare you? It's the cult that Fajar Siddiq leads. Fajar Siddiq, he leads the Mango Club. This should be clickable. You are in the Mango Club, officially. Congrats. It didn't show up, the bot. Why am I in the Mango Club? I shouldn't be in the Mango Club. Oh wait, I wrote it wrong. Includes user.username. There. I should be in the 1 year club. There we go. Now if I look at Alex, let's see. Is he in the main users? How long is the streak? 494 days. Whoa. There we go. The bot worked. Let's see. This guy should be in the. Why does the user show my information? Did I pass the wrong parameters to the whole thing? Profile sidebar user. Did I pass the wrong parameters here? User. There are no badges. They're always calculated on the front end because they're pretty simple. But there's gonna be more badges soon, but not yet. They're all made in the front end, so yeah. Why is this data showing? Why is this showing my data? This makes no sense. Sidebar. Oh, that's why. It's connecting unnecessarily to the whole thing when it needs to know none of my state. There we go. He should be in the 100-day club. Perfect. Now there should be a staff badge because I need to show who's staff and who's not. Oh, you're making Makerlog iOS? I featured you in the stream a few minutes ago. Laser gun by M83. Fajar just went nuts. Yo, we need Makerlog iOS. We do, Fajar, you're right. Oh, I called it a badge. It's not a badge, it's a trophy. And up and down. Yes, working beta. No. The staff trophy, let's test the verified one. There we go. It should probably be bold too. There we go. Bold. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for what you did. Send me the email and I'll respond to it as soon as I can. Thank you for subscribing to Twitch Prime. You're the best. Verified is for people who are high profile. Levels IO, for example. But Jar is verified too. But he's also part of Mango Club. Look. The verified icon also shows the logo here, so yeah. That's how you know somebody's verified. I really hate this button. And Makerlog Live is probably completely broken. To fix that. I need a moment. I'm gonna get a snack and I'll be right back. I'll take my phone with me. brought chewy bars. Fruit and nut granola trail mix. 8 grams of protein per serving. Pretty impressive. One sec. Dude does a lot of stuff. By the way, Brendan, I'm talking to. Dude does a lot of stuff. That's pretty impressive. Feeling energized already. Yeah, it's a fire playlist. It's just an album. It's Junk by M83. Check it out. We're back. This looks fantastic. Great. Now time to work on the tabs. My ass better be verified. Yeah, it's a pretty good album. M83 are generally pretty good. This is not their best work though. Hurry Up, We're Dreaming is their best album. M83 is a guy actually. Really? Okay, I have not checked the merge request. One moment. I never saw it. I never got an email or anything. Either way, it usually doesn't need any fixes. It's pretty static. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Oh. Thank you. It should be built in a few minutes. That's true. iTerm 2 is so much better. It's faster, it has a fire dark theme, and I don't know. I don't like having an Electron terminal. And it's GPU accelerated, even though I'm pretty sure that Hyper is too. But this has so many features. It's just irreplaceable for me. I've tried to find terminals on Linux that are just as good, but you know. Very few are. I'm concerned. God damn it, Chip. Did you update the React scripts version? I should absolutely do them more often. The thing is, life kind of caught up with me. Your stack. I signed up for that. I haven't tried it. I actually haven't been invited, so I don't know. True. I think he means React Native or something. Bye, Jib. What? That's fire. A native Mac line for Makerlog. Holy shit. That's awesome. Now I'm really excited. Really, really excited. 6, 5. I'm coming through. Hey, are you Brendan? Hey, what's up? Oh, so I do need to connect. Yeah. Damn. See ya, man. Okay, Makerlog web. I almost choked on the damn thing. You know what I was thinking of making? So lately I've been finishing the lean startup, and I really want to apply these concepts, especially the measuring ones, to hold on. Especially the measurements one, getting rid of vanity metrics. To Makerlog. So I'm thinking of making a little thing that allows me to run A/B testing and split testing on Makerlog, so I can optimize for conversions and whatnot. Another thing, some news on the Indie Hackers podcast thing. Actually, I have some news. So you guys remember that I did a podcast with Portland, the Indie Hackers podcast? Sadly, actually no, hold on, let me tell the full story. So I did an Indie Hackers podcast, and this week I finally received the edited version, which Cortland sent me. He managed to get some time to edit it, and he sent it to me for release. And I actually felt really kind of hated it, honestly. I wasn't a particularly big fan of how I came across personally on the interview. I think it could have been much better if I was, for example, a little less tired and had planned it out a little better, especially what I was going to talk about. So I told Cortland that hey, I'm not particularly satisfied with this. I feel like we could bring much more value to your listeners if we re-recorded it, because it was not great. It wasn't great, and I came across wrong. There were some really good parts. I think towards the end it got really good, but generally it wasn't great. So we're gonna re-record. Actually, February 13, I think, is the day where we are gonna re-record. Yeah, 2 p.m. We're gonna record again for the IH podcast. Generally, I just didn't feel great about it, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take another executive decision here, and I'm gonna say, no, we are gonna re-record. That is so weird. Oh. Have I read Eric Rice's second book? No, I have not. I want to read it now, though. There's a lot I have on my reading list. I was discussing my reading list like an hour ago. It was interesting to say the least, because I haven't really finished a lot of it. Yeah. Let's see. This is a fine calendar. I actually did try Fantastical, and I've heard a lot of it. I did try it. I did check it out. It was pretty cool, but it was a little too expensive. It was really expensive. And this one just works fine. My to-do lists are mostly in my notebook. I have two notebooks. This is for ideas. This is for this. In fact, let's talk about, that's for tasks. Let's talk about my ideas for this whole thing. So I wanted to do A/B testing and split testing, and there's a lot of features to do. There's a lot of plugins to do feature testing on split testing specifically on Django, but I feel there's no integrated solution for like doing split feature testing and whatnot, and getting metrics on what really works across platforms. For example, on the UI, on Django, gathering that data to a central server and relating that data together and making really pretty graphs and seeing how things are working, if they're working or not, running experiments particularly. I want a cross-platform toolkit, and the ones I've seen are really expensive. So I don't know. I might make my own for like, when I have time. I might take it up as a side project. Probably not gonna sell it or anything, just for myself, and maybe stream it even. But generally, I just I don't know. It's a fun side project, number one, and number two, I really want to get into the lean measurement methodology for validating changes and perspective things. It would have sites. You could have multiple sites. I have multiple sites, so that makes sense. You could create experiments. You would create an experiment. UX A/B testing. Yeah. You would create an experiment by writing a hypothesis. Set flags for whichever users need to see it or not. For example, 50%, 20% of users to try it. Set of event triggers around the code, similar to HubSpot actually. And several paths that people can take, and relate those events and come to informed conclusions, similar to what's in the book. I'm pretty sure there's already tools for this, but the ones I've seen at least are pretty expensive. If there are tools for this that are free and open source or something, please let me know. I really do need one. I need a good A/B testing toolkit, cross-platform too, because I use JS and Python. So. Google Optimize. Let's see. This is cool. Does it work in the backend too? Oh, this is cool. So you can edit things. This is really cool. Oh, so I may not have to commit it. I may not have to do that whole thing. Although server-side experiments. This looks really interesting, but I'm not sure how this works in the back end. Yeah, but on the back end though, I need to do a few things. I would like to run experiments on the back end, like, well, this does track how many signups happened, for example. Does it have user tracking? Can I track, for example, which users are the ones in the thing and target users specifically? For example, let's say 50% of users that have a Twitter handle set or something. If you can do that, that would be really cool. Also, do tests like persist? Damn. This is fire. Is this free? Shut the fuck up. This is free? This is a fantastic tool for lean. I'm very, wow. This is really, wow. Thank you so much for telling me about this. I had no idea. This is a free tool. Holy shit. Sure. No. Interesting. I had no idea. This is a fantastic tool for lean. Oh man. I'm gonna try this eventually later. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing right now though. Thank you so much for telling me about it. I had no idea, and this could really help optimize things. I was literally gonna build that thing from scratch. Thank you so much for telling me about it. I really appreciate it. it's free. I'm pretty impressed. I didn't think it would be free. Now, let's continue this. All right. Updates tab. Let's use the standard profile page layout here. Profile page layout. What, are you on Catalina? That's weird. Apple usually doesn't update their compilers and stuff. The tooling is really broken. Also, by the way, I switched to C Shell. I'm really happy with it. I switched all my scripts to C Shell and pretty happy with it. Generally, it's a fantastic shell. Good. Right, I forgot to link things up. Damn. I don't know if you saw my face for a moment there, but I don't know. Never mind that. Sadly, after the whole earthquakes thing, you start imagining earthquakes when there are none. And my desk shook a little bit too much for a moment there, and I got a little scared. I have a water bottle though. I have a water bottle on top of my nightstand, so I can see if things are shaking or not. Oh man, you're lucky. You are hella lucky. Oh, it's actively. I can't imagine people who experience. You know Jamaica? They recently experienced like a 7.7. I cannot fucking imagine a 7.7. The most I've experienced is a 6.5, and that shit was terrifying. That's just an experience I never want to have in my life again, ever. Some bullshit ass experience. I really It was awful. It was absolutely awful. Not an experience I ever want to have again. Trust me. Terrifying. Don't ever wish to experience an earthquake. It's not fun at all. It's awful. But add name pattern page. This is annoying. The name, the pattern, and the page. Okay. Let's see. Why is this bugging out? Oh, it's updates tab. God, no wonder. Junk is pretty cool. It's junk is pretty cool. It's Hurry Up, We're Dreaming is much better. IMO. You should probably try that one out. I only like a few songs in junk. Oh! Of course. Guys, the change set for Makerlog 3.0 is literally like 50,000 changes. It's crazy. And it should work now, and if it doesn't, fuck. Perfect. Now it should work. There we go. I'm gonna push this to next. Time to push. And time to deploy. Deploy next. Yeah. Yeah. Deployment. It's not done yet, but good enough to test on the product. Ooh, somebody posted a little thing on the Makerlog site. You know what's funny? This is a funny story. Makerlog was about to go in a partnership with Site. They wanted to do a case study of Makerlog, right? And we were in talks, and the big showstopper was that they did not have a prefetch feature, and we had to cancel the whole thing because they didn't have a feature that Netlify had, and we couldn't migrate. Straight up. They never shipped a feature, so we never did the use case. Kind of sad because they have a decent service. Seat, site. Actually, I think it's C. Yeah, it's probably C. Rip. Oh, that shouldn't be there. There we go. That should fix it. Seat. 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 Side. Side. So I was doing it right. Cool. Yesterday I applied to a bunch of internships. Let's work on the products page. I'll join later. Holy shit, reinstall? Why is this like, what's the error? Holy shit. The Makerlog blog is doing well. Bounce rate is really high though. I need to start writing again. Have I seen Byte? Yes, I signed up exclusively to reserve my username, which is byte.co/. Well, whatever that works. I don't know. It's at Matei. I have 16 gigs too. Thank you. Appreciated. Hey Rob, what's up? Ah, I need to do my C++ homework. God damn it. Makerlog 3.0 is going really well. Let's see. Let's see what went wrong. Yeah! Good work. Congrats on getting it compiled. Oh right, I forgot to define it. Damn. I decided to stand up a bit, getting tired of sitting. On my homeland. It's not particularly pretty, but I can make it pretty later. This I actually need to code on the back end. Why? What's wrong with it? Time to code some backend. Not sure. I haven't watched Mr. Robot, but this is Daft Punk. This is Instant Crush. Fantastic song. I love Daft Punk. I'm gonna show you guys something cool. I don't know if you can see it, but what is this? Ah, right, this is the sticker cover. Oh, damn, that's a lot. I'm gonna be sending them to lots of people. I'm slowly giving them away locally and sending them to people like Fajar, for example. He goes to lots of events, so he can give them away. He sees a lot. I gave a bunch to Fajar because he travels a lot, right? And he does a lot of Makerlog meetups, so you can give them away. What's full camera? Yeah, it's just called Outro by M83. Alright, let's do this. By the way, that's a public key, not a private key. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Discussions. Oh no, that should probably be in users. In the user view. Python for backend, really productive. I really like it. I think it's pretty good. Okay, so I create a filter file. We're gonna make a new filter. That filter is going to be I really enjoy this. Really enjoy Python for backend. It's very productive. Wait, that was not... Ah! I get it. I did something stupid. There. That should work. The password is password1234. Filters, owner, Sergio. Owner equals one. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I need. Now let me push the prod real quick. Yeah, this is bad, I know. But I need to test this in prod. Okay, I need this to be deployed to prod if I want to test it. There. I can't juggle, so I'm just throwing balls. Not really juggling. Either way, I need like 3 balls, so or 4. But I wish I knew how to juggle. Fajar knows how to juggle. Professor I know in finance, who's one of my mentors, knows how to juggle. I wish I knew how to juggle. I gotta learn. Also, yo-yoing. Yo-yoing is fun. Fajar does yo-yo. I want to learn yo-yo. You know what? If I ever see Fajar, I'm gonna tell him, teach me how to yo-yo, please. If I ever get to see him in real life, I'm like, yo, teach me how to yo-yo. Need to learn. This is gonna be an extremely slow deployment. Just be sure of that. Wow, this is an extremely slow deployment. Let me see something real quick. Wow, these deployments are slow. You know, that's the one thing I really dislike about DigitalOcean Spaces. So right now what it's doing, it's uploading all the static files to DigitalOcean Spaces. Not the, pretty much what I mean by static files is the API like CSS, JS, that's it. See? And it's not that many files, it's pretty few. But sadly, it happens to take so fucking long. And this is like less than a megabyte. I'm not exactly sure why it takes so long. I mean, it's 289 files. I guess I can't complain. It's a lot of files. But still, a little too slow. Especially when that VPS has so much bandwidth. Writes are really slow. Reads are pretty fast though. I can't complain. My experience with DigitalOcean Spaces has been very positive. And I really like the fact that it's a flat fee for a lot of storage space and a CDN, plus unlimited projects. I mean, I have a bunch of projects using DigitalOcean Spaces, which is really, really cool. If you need a service for you to handle S3 and bucket storage, blob storage in general, just try that. It's really cool. The flat fee is pretty cool too. It works more for production though. It's a little expensive if you're a small app. If you're an app like Makerlog, then the price is very reasonable. Come on. Let's go. There we go. So it's deployed. Pretty sure I had a utility function for this. I think it was Axios wrapper, which is really, really good. Over. Faster, stronger. By the way, if any of y'all are new and do not follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, please. That would be really cool. My username is Matang, and it's in the bottom bar. You can also donate. My username is on. I'm on Patreon. I'm gonna send the links. Thank you, Kerr. You can sponsor me on Patreon. You can also donate. Thank you. This no routes. No, that's not what I want. created no threads. Okay. Let's see the problem now. Bad input. Oh man, Georgia White Marauder, this song though.
15, 16,
Damn, I love
started
this song.
playing guitar. I definitely wanted to become a musician. It was almost impossible. The dream was so big that I didn't see any chance because I was living in a little town, was studying, and when I finally broke away from school and became a musician, I thought, well, I may have a little bit of a chance because all I really wanted to do is music and not only play music but compose music. At that time in Germany in 69, 70, they had already discotheques. So I would take my car, would go to a discotheque, sing maybe 30 minutes,
Let's see.
and about 7, 8 songs. I would partially sing in the car because I didn't want to drive home, and it helped me for about almost 2 years to survive in the beginning. I wanted to do an album with the sounds of the 50s, the sounds of the 60s, the 70s, and then have a sound of the future. And I said, wait a second, I know the synthesizer.
Why don't I use the synthesizer?
Is the sound of the future. And I didn't have any idea what to do, but I knew I needed a click, so we put a click on the 24 track, which then was synced to the Moog modular. I knew that could be a sound of the future, but I didn't realize how much the impact would be. My name is Giovanni Terrazzo, but everybody calls me Joe.
Oh, I remember I need to fix a bug. I need to fix a bug. think it has to be catching. Like the issue has to be catching. Let me clear my cache here.
Once you free your mind about the concept of harmony and music being correct,
This has to be added later because the feature is not done yet. So.
told me what to do, and there was no preconception of what to do.
Oh, so it's. Oh, I see. This can be simplified a little by just doing this. I've tried Firefox, but I'm not a fan of it on Mac specifically. My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody calls me Giorgio. This song is amazing. Makerlog is a community of makers shipping products together. You should actually really try it. Oof, somebody arrived at. No, I haven't been muted. I muted it manually because my mom just arrived and I need to say hi and that'll be all. A. A. Lamau. I'm back. Let's debug this shit. Just have to dance. Let's debug this shit. I'm standing up, by the way, which is really cool. I've never done this work standing up thing. Now I kind of want to do it because I'm like been streaming for a couple hours and I'm getting sore. All right. Why is this not loading? That's it. That's it. You saw that? That's the error. Cannot read property results of undefined. It's odd. It does have results. Hey! Hey Josh, what's up? So it is getting the correct array. What's going on here? Prop stuff, refresh data. Load more, and then refresh data. What's up? Awesome. Steal bioinfo designs? What you mean? Results 122. That's so weird. Oh fuck, I get it now. I know the problem here. Results in... I can fake that, I think. I can fake that. I mean, just mock it. Ooh, you're gonna start streaming. Fire. I'm gonna follow you. Oh, yes, pre-rendering. Okay, it's not exactly pre-rendered, but it is rendered on server, which is an improvement. Well, no, it's not exactly rendered on server. It is preloaded, prefetched on server. So there's still a bit of overhead, but important. Maybe I can get rid of that overhead. I can get rid of that overhead. All right. Actually, I might be able to just completely get rid of this thing down here. I have an idea here. If this dot, if not this dot props dot, this dot state dot initial, then we load initial, and then we reconnect. I actually use Next.js now, which is really nice. I really do enjoy it, but it can be a little annoying at times. Fetch data. And that should be the initial state if you have prefetched data. And now this should not need to refresh. Hope it works. Let's see. Ha ha ha! Beautiful. It does a lot on this. Oh fuck! It doesn't. Wait, it does. But why does it do that? If not this dot state dot. What does initial mean? If not this dot state dot. If not this dot state dot ready. That's it. Now I can also do this on the discussions page, and it should also load much faster. Look at that. Look at that. It's really fast. Not bad. I can do this on the discussions page. Discussions top. If I do prefetch here. Do a little prefetch here. Discussion stop. I need to steal this code here. This is what I need to steal. If I use it in discussion stop, discussions page, initial props. Do you have any get initial? I do. That would be stupid too. All right. Never mind this. But I do have the important line of code here, which is nice. Else reds let reds bingo. Now, thread stream index. If it has prefetched data, now this should actually be server rendered, which is really cool. Let's see. Discuss. Well, I kind of expected that. Let's see. Let's see what's wrong. 500 internal server error. We have reg discussion. Oh, of course. all I have to do here instead of doing that is, where's the discussions library? Lib discussions, get discussions. Okay, yeah. Get discussions. I did the wrong thing here. Get discussions and get discussions. This should work now. Look at that, server rendered, beautiful. Does it break this? Not at all. Beautiful. That's great. Okay. So we got pretty much 90% of the tabs here. Pretty much 3/4 of the tabs done. This will be milestones. Milestones will be renamed to updates, but yeah. Gonna add a little emoji here. Where's updates tab? There we go. Emoji. Construction. Whoever said it, don't use emoji in UI design. I'm sorry once again. I may need to dance this one, so stand up. Alright. Now pushing to next. Emoji it up, except on Windows where emojis suck. That's the only reason you would not use emojis. Alright, and deploy next. What emoji component I'm using? Actually, a custom-made one. It's just it's a shortcut really. It's not really a big component. It's pretty much a shortcut. You know how when you use emoji, React kind of warns you, it tells you, hey, use the span image tag for accessibility. Well, sorry, I'm touching the mic. I'm sorry. I pretty much just did that in component form. It used to have a fallback for Twitter emoji, for example Windows and whatnot, but I just got rid of it. Too much bulk for little benefit, but that's pretty much all it does. And it adds a class, so it's easier to manipulate via CSS in, for example, custom cases. Sometimes the emoji is a little too big for the text. An emoji custom class name helps style it a little easier. That's building. Alright. It's building. Doku is fire. I recently fixed a bug with Sentry that was causing a memory leak, and I thought it was Doku for a long time, and it turns out it was just Sentry being Sentry and leaking a lot of memory. I've been trying to debug that thing for ages. It kept crashing the server every 20 minutes. No joke, I spent months trying to debug that thing, and it turns out it was an external dependency. I spent so many hours on that shit for it to be an external dependency, just screwing up my server. Crazy stuff. I wish I could make these builds faster. I'm currently in a pretty fast server. It has 8 gigabytes and 4 cores. But still, Next.js is pretty slow to build specifically. I'm sure it's faster in Sight now, Seat now, or however it's spelled. Yes, I switched from Next.js, from Create React App to Next.js. Simply for server-side rendering. I shit you not, just for server-side rendering. I mean, God, I had a lot of troubles making Create React app be SEO friendly, and I was fighting too much with it. And then I discovered Next.js, and it was so nice. I just decided, you know what, nah. Yeah, I thought I'd be fine without SSR. When I first started Makerlog, I thought I would be fine, and the SEO wouldn't matter that much. But then you start growing, you start building the actual community, and you realize, oh wait, I'm not building an app. I'm building a social community thing. So SEO is kind of important. When people started tweeting about Makerlog is when I realized I fucked up hard. After that, I pretty much learned I'm not going back to not using SSR. No way in hell. SSR is too good. It's too useful. I mean, maybe for a small to-do list app, but Makerlog is a community. You know, you need good SEO, and Create React app wasn't doing it. It was starting to limit me a little bit. It was not an easy transition. There was no guide on how to do this. I used to use React Router. I had to go component by component, changing out things. The change set is massive. It took a lot of balls and a lot of weeks to get it to even compile the first place and load the home page. And then I had to go component to component, fixing things and things that weren't compatible. It was a total shit show. But at the end, it was totally worth it. I'm really glad it's working now. Especially the Redux part. Total shit show. There was no guide on how to do this. Especially for an app that's actually... Makerlog is pretty big in terms of scale. Like, in terms of code scale, it has a lot of shit in it. Lots of code. So it was really tough. But I'm glad it's done. It's uploaded. So the only downside I see is that, yes, sure, I mean, things are a little faster to load, quote unquote, on the single page version. It's snappier in a way, but is it really? I mean, in terms of user experience, for example, the user has to load the stream on the client. They have to load the whole sidebar on the client. They have to load pretty much everything via Ajax, right? And in terms of user experience, even though it takes a little longer to load, since it has to fetch that in the server and pre-populate and render, it feels faster. It kind of tricks your brain a little bit. I don't know. You know what? No, it doesn't feel faster. Single page apps trick your brain to feel faster, but generally, in terms of user experience, what I mean is that the Next.js version is better. Not having to load all that shit in client, it's better. Much better. I mean, see, that feels pretty fast, and it was loaded on client though. I don't know. Things just feel more complete. See, on Makerlog, on the normal Makerlog, this would take a while to load. See, on Next, you don't have to populate anything, so it's pretty much there. To get dark mode, I need to design it first, especially the color palette. Everything pretty much changed, so I need to sit down and actually think of a nice color palette for the whole thing. It's gonna take a while. I was gonna fix that. I just remembered. What's the problem here? It's probably a missing component. Yeah, I'm gonna like make dark mode, but it's gonna take a bit of time. It's in the list though. Did I just finish profiles? I did. Ooh, done. What happened here? this is the error. This is the error here. This is probably a missing dependency. I am 1,000,000% sure. But why would it do that? It happened in thread. Apply for. Reply list. It could be in reply list. Now reply thread. Now reply per se. It could be reply editor. Ah, there we go. That's the problem here. There we go. No. Let's see. Come on. Work. I'm gonna die. Alright. Let's see what's going on. You know what's funny? I recently realized how self-deprecating Gen Z humor is. My generation. We have such self-deprecating humor. Our version of humor is literally saying, I'm gonna die. Fuck, man. Okay, boomer my ass. Why is this happening? Did we really though? No, our self-deprecating humor is much darker. I am pretty sure. What the fuck? What could be causing this? This could be a wrong import. Actually, I know what this could be. If I imported a link wrong, this could be a fucked up import. I realize. What does this use? Ah, damn. The thing is, I reorganized all this discussions code, and there's missing imports all over the place, and it's really hard to debug. Because it was all in one file, and I distributed it through a bunch of files. It was like 1,000 line long file. Some crazy shit. But I managed to reorganize it into a bunch of files, so the only sad part is that, as you see, there's a bunch of missing imports everywhere, and they're causing errors 24/7. That was not it, but that was an error that happened. Import button. God. That could be it. 1,000 line of code file. It was pretty nuts. Button light is rounded. Is loading. Is rounded is not necessary. They're all rounded. Button light. Light. This is not necessary. Ah, that is necessary though. This is necessary. It's not necessary here. There. It could be that body editor thing. That was also missing import there, but I changed it to a normal button. Ugh. Damn. That's not it. I gotta go file by file and look for missing imports, I guess. Thread list. Link is between braces. That's good. Reply faces. Yes, that's good too. That's not really the problem. Thread editor. Import React from React. Ah, shit. So many missing components. I really fucked up here. Thread editor. This is not causing the problem, but import. Import body editor. There we go. Okay, those imports are fixed. Look at these imports. Do you see anything wrong here? I don't. Delete thread. Oh shit. Look at all those things that are fucked up here. Delete thread. Not the subparts of thread. There's no thread, no title. Reply form, reply list, reply thread. On create reply. Import order by, reply form, import reply form. Ah, hey, that's it. Found it. Found the problem. Bingo. Wow, perfectly timed with some soothing music. That's impressive. Reply, that's the problem. Water is fine. Bingo. Now, yeah, that's perfect. Great. Why does this always happen? It's a CSS problem. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. I think it's the CSS ordering issue. Take a look at this. You see this? Now look at this one more time. See? It has a margin. It's a CSS problem. It's a CSS ordering problem, to be more specific. Oof, that's not nice. Oof. X overflow. Bye bye, man. Have a great work. I'm gonna takes a load of discussions, bugs. I'm really glad we finally have profiles done. Oof, that's ugly. It's a props issue. Huh. Well, time to log. By the way, Josh, if you're still watching, I almost forgot to tell you. These pictures, they have aspect ratios now. Fixed aspect ratios, so... yeah. Guys, I'm gonna go. I'm pretty tired. I am pretty tired. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciated. My life hurts, so I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I gotta deploy. Alright, deploy next. Alright, so we streamed for 4 hours almost. So, it's pretty satisfying. I'm pretty tired now. Pretty tired. You know what I'm gonna do? I almost forgot. There. Ah. Thanks for the tweet if you're watching. It's a mango bug. I like mango. I actually don't like mango. Don't like eating it. But mango is the official fruit of Makerlog, so I like it. Mango. Mango juice. Mango juice. I've actually never tried mango juice. I kind of want to try mango juice. Once I meet Fajar, I'm going to try mango juice. Is it done yet? Come on, finish. I want to try it out. And also take some rest. Finally. Let's see. And yes, it works. Now profiles, Makerlog, career. Oh, Pajara's profile actually. I need to fix that bug. Actually, this is pretty good. Nice. Not bad. Yeah, nice. Alright folks, I'm gonna go to sleep. And actually not sleep. I'm gonna have dinner and enjoy my day. So thank you for watching. Bye folks.